Alright, hello everybody. So I thought I'd make a video on this because there's been some drama recently that I really wanted to comment on. The drama being around this little lady over here. Her name is Riley. She recently put out a quick clip dump on Twitter of her just frying people, and a lot of people have been saying she's cheating. Now I thought she was cheating until before I watched the entire thing, I saw one really sus clip, and then I was like, oh yeah, she's probably cheating, and then I just moved on. But after a lot of people popped off on it, I was like, oh, I might as well actually have a deep dive into it. So let's actually do that. We're gonna 0.25 speed this like Kefri himself, and we're gonna go through each clip and just what I think about the clip and if this clip, in my opinion, is cheating or not. So let's keep going. So Riley is a trans woman, and she is, her pronouns are she, her. So the initial, let's just go through this clip. So first clip, nothing suspicious here. Nothing at all suspicious. The first clip, realistically, is simply just her being good. She does the 2 tracks, simply cool. We're gonna go through to here, and then we're gonna get to this clip. So the initial flick, let's see her go for it. This is just a clip in slow speed. In fact, I will show you the clip in actual speed first. So here we go. That's the clip. A lot of people think this is cheating. I simply don't think so. So here we go. She goes for the flick. So all throughout this video, you're going to see that Riley has a very specific aiming style. And this aiming style is from the aim trainer that she uses. Possibly. I'm going to assume she uses aim trainers simply because of how she flicks. So you can see my mouse. So what she does is she does the initial flick, which is over here, and then the secondary flick, which was over here, and then she readjusts. So you see, she does the initial flick, and then the readjustment. Initial flick, readjustment. And that is basically just how Riley plays the game, right? You can see she does the initial flick and then the readjustment. This is very common for those who do aim training, as that's seen as the best way to do aim training, which is just do the initial flick and then flick to your target, and then do a micro adjustment to the target. And then again, we're going to see it. She does the initial flick, a secondary flick misses, and so she hits on the target. Simply put, this just isn't cheating. She's not she's not got an aimbot. If she did have an aimbot, that'd be the worst aimbot I've ever seen. Let's watch this clip. This clip's fun. So she does the initial track, and then she flicks over here, and then someone stood there. Now, when I saw this, so I saw this clip basically completely out of context. And so let's just go through it slowly now. So, again, she does the initial track, which is fine, you know. She doesn't stay on the head permanently, she doesn't stay on the body permanently, she kind of just is aiming well. And she flicks over to about here. Right here. If we turn the corner, there's somebody there. Now, going off by where he stood, I can assume he's running from over this way. So he runs from over here and runs this way. Meaning, he was not actually where she was firing. Why she turned into this, I don't know. She doesn't know the map. She just does it because she has game sense. I just don't think that's cheating. I think looking at it on its own it looked suspicious, but considering this is A, the only kind of suspicious clip she has, which is just a flick onto a wall, and B, a lot of people do this. Like, a lot of people could do flicks onto walls that look like they're cheating, but in reality, they just did it and they got lucky. And then she goes for the next one. Again, initial track, and then readjusts onto the target. And then dead. This right here, I think is just lag. Because, like, she goes here, and then it's either a mouse skip or lag. Because she just insta-flicks to nothing, essentially. I think that's either lag, or it's just a mouse skip. I'm going to assume lag. Everyone's seen it before. It looks like lag. She doesn't flick onto anything. So, whatever. And then she goes to kill this guy, misses all the shots. And we move on. Next one. This, again, we'll watch it in full speed. It's just her. Really nice tracking. Again, it's just beautiful tracking. Like, let's have a look at it again. Yeah, beautiful tracking, not an aimbot. She's swinging from side to side. She's constantly readjusting herself. An aimbot wouldn't do that. An aimbot would just be clicking and then moving. She's not cheating. Not in this clip. Again, she's just got really good tracking and insane fucking aim. That's really it. Next one. Again, we can go this slow. Good flick there. We can go through it slowly. Does the kill, move on, next one. Go through it slowly real quick. Here we go. Again, the initial flick, readjustment. Initial flick, goes back. Initial flick, readjustment. She doesn't get the kill over there, she misses all her shots, she turns back. Does the flick, misses, they're dead. Essentially, all she is doing, which makes her look like she is cheating to people who are dumb, is the fact that, and to me, initially, is that she just flicks a lot. That's all she's doing. Her movement is not smooth, her movement is flick, 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 from target to target to target. That's what makes her look like she's cheating. And because she's insanely good at aiming, it looks like she's cheating. Again, she misses her shots there, and we move on. Because she flicks and she misses. So again, we watch this clip in full speed. Again, that one looks kind of sus, I suppose. Like, a little sus. She does some good flicks there. I suppose it's somewhat suspicious. 2.5 speed it, Kefri style. Good initial flick. Misses, adjusts. Misses, adjusts. I think that this one even is really funny. Because she does the initial flick, which is basically, I think, perfect, right? She does the flick, she flicks over here, hits a box, and re-flicks back. Again, I guess this could be a suspicious clip, but the way I'm looking at it, she flicks to the box, and she flicks to where she thinks he's gonna go. She flicks, hits the fence, and then re-flicks. I think she just made an error. I think she flicks, thinks she's over-flicked, readjusts, fails, readjusts again. That's all this is. Again, this is just her being good at aiming. This is just her being a good... she just plays aim trackers, right? She just plays aim trackers. She plays aim bots, stuff like that. Okay, this one's actually fun. We're gonna... Not aim bots, sorry. She plays aim trainers. I'm stupid. I can't fucking speak today. Alright, this one's actually gonna require the audio. So let's go through it.
How much of this game have you played, though? Let's see, man. Whoa!
Okay. So, again, if you just look observing this, I suppose you could say it was a bit suspicious. Like, if you're just watching this for the first time, sure, I suppose. So, we're just gonna listen to her talk weirdly. So she actually pre-looks the corner she walks in. Hold on, let me take a drink. So she pre-looks the corner she goes in. Overflick, readjustment. Next one, she flicks back to check. Nobody there. Okay, we're gonna go back to the guy. She says, hello, teammate. She starts dragging him out. She hears the firing, she sees the bullets, and she spins around. Again, the initial flicks, it's so simple. She's just not cheating. She does the initial flicks, and then goes back to it. Right? I'm sorry, she's just straight not cheating. This is not how an aimbot works. I suppose that could look suspicious. Let's go through it. Right, this is just not how aimbots work. Okay, so let's go through this clip. Which is the initial shooting. She even flicks away because she thinks she's killed him onto that person. Kills that person, flicks back, overflick, readjust. It's just the same thing. She just overflicks and she readjusts. Again, she overflicks and readjusts quickly. I'm sorry? She's just good at the game. She's just a really good aimer. I'm sorry. She's just simply better than you. Now to this one. I think this one's suspicious at all. No, she's just got good flicks. Anything from this point on is kind of not very suspicious at all. Like, again, she's simply just better than you. The reason why people are upset is because this is a trans woman who is better than you. And in fact, she's much better than you. She's much better than I can ever be. She's fucking crazy at this game. Like, she's crazy at aiming in general, right? I know I'm glazing her a lot, but like the thing is, she is absolutely insane. She's not perfect, but she's got really good aim. You are frying. Go to this, again. Nothing suspicious. She's just doing simple flicks. Anything from this point on I've watched, she's just not doing anything suspicious. I think I've made my opinion very, very clear. Is Riley cheating? No. No, she's not. She's just cracked. If it comes out that she is cheating, I'll delete this entire video and I'll be like, sure, I was wrong. But I don't think she's cheating. Simply because she is not flicking and locking onto targets as an aimbot would. She just isn't doing that. Things she's doing is she does the initial flick, the readjustment onto the head. And that is it. Again, every clip is her doing the flick, the readjustment, the flick, the readjustment, the flick, the readjustment. That is all it is. And because of that, it looks like she's cheating. Again, the only suspicious clip was the one with the wall. That is it. That is the only one I would ever call somewhat suspicious. Because she flicks to the head. Right? But she doesn't even flick to the head. She flicks past it. So I just don't think she's cheating. And I think that people are upset because a trans woman's better than you. Simply put. I think, just watching this at a glance, sure, right? You could say it's suspicious, just looking at it from a glance. When you actually go into the video and you check how she's aiming and you check what she's doing, she's not cheating, dude. She's just better than you. Alright, well, I think the conclusion for me is that she's not cheating. And, but feel free to come to your own conclusions. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Mwah. Goodbye.